So, have you seen this video that's been making the rounds? It claims to be a full-blown review of something called GPT-5 thinking. The creator says they've got early access, and honestly, what they show is kind of mind-blowing. It suggests that the next big thing in AI could be the power to turn a single sentence into a whole working app.
And this is the prompt. That's it. Just one super casual sentence. Think about what's being asked here. A whole Twitter app, something that would normally take a team of developers weeks, maybe even months to build.
And while, according to the video, it just did it in minutes. What popped up on the screen was a working Twitter clone. It had the feed, notifications, even DMs. The narrator in the video just said it was blazing fast. I mean, this really sets the scene for what could be a totally new way of creating things. Right, so let's dig into this idea of one-prompt app creation. Is it really possible to just ask for a piece of software and have it appear? The demos we're about to look at suggest we're getting shockingly close. It wasn't just about cloning apps we already know. In the next demo, the AI was asked for a customer relationship manager, or CRM, with, and I love this, shiny bells and whistles. I mean, what does that even mean in code? Well, apparently the AI knew. It built a drag-and-drop board, and when you dragged a deal into the one column, boom, confetti explodes on the screen. Drag it to lost, and the card does this little sad shake. It literally translated a vibe into functional code. Okay, so making business software is one thing, but what about something even more creative, more complex? Let's talk about game development. This is a whole other beast, right? You need physics, you need game mechanics, you need it to be fun. So this was the next test, a single prompt for a 2D Spider-Man game. And pay attention to that last part, swing with enough momentum. That's not just a simple animation. That's asking the AI to build a physics engine, and any developer will tell you that is not a trivial task. And the result? It was just, wow. The demo showed a game where the AI had apparently built that physics engine from scratch. It handled the momentum, it let you upload your own character images, and it even did some quick photo editing by automatically removing the background. But here's the craziest part. At one point, a bug appeared, and the model literally said, "Oops, there's a bug," found the problem in its own code, and then rewrote it on the fly. It fixed itself. So this is where things take a turn. You might be thinking, okay, cool, so this is just about making stuff faster. But the person in the video argues that if that's all you see, you're missing the entire point. The real story here is about how we think about skill itself. And this brings us to the real heart of the argument. It's a proposal for a new definition of intelligence, especially in a world where the rules of the game are changing faster than ever. Okay, so think of it like this. The old way was skill maxing, becoming the absolute best at one thing, like a specific coding language. But the argument here is that today, real intelligence is adaptability. It's knowing that the game is always changing and being the person who can pivot and learn the new rules faster than anyone else. And to really hammer this point home, the narrator says something pretty provocative. They claim that coping, resisting or just trying to get by with a massive technological shift, is the exact opposite of the adaptability you need to thrive now. I mean, just look at the history of web development, right? A decade ago, it was all about Ruby on Rails. Then, almost overnight, JavaScript frameworks like React and Vue took over. A lot of people who didn't adapt got left behind. This new world of AI-powered coding, it's just the next turn of that same wheel. So what does this actually mean for the future of work? Is everyone out of a job? Well, the source video actually does a good job of pulling back from the hype and talking about what this stuff can't do and what a more realistic future might look like. Yeah, it's really important to look at the weak spots that were shown in the demo. The model has a hard time with big, messy code bases that already exist. It's not so great at using other programs like a video editor. It's also really cautious about using images from the internet, probably because of copyright. And anything that needs to touch the real world, like, say, making a phone call, is a total no-go right now. So the vision here isn't a future with no developers. It's more like a future where developers are supercharged. The workflow looks something like this. The human comes up with the great idea, The AI spits out the first draft of the code. Then, they work together in a place like GitHub, with the AI acting like a partner that reviews code, spots bugs, and helps make the final product better.
And if you think this is all just some sci-fi fantasy, get this. The video points out that this is already happening. There's an AI tool called Code Rabbit that has, according to them, already reviewed over 10 million pull requests on GitHub. That's not a demo, that's real-world use at a huge scale, right now. Which leaves us with a pretty big question to chew on. If AI keeps getting better and better at the technical part, the how, does that mean our most important job becomes something else? Does our value shift to the creative, the strategic, the part of us that asks, what should we build? And more importantly, what if?